The Boulder thesis had 4 principles, and they were simple. Founders have to be the leaders. You have to have a long-term view. You have to be inclusive of anyone who wants to engage. You have to have activities and events that engage the entire startup community on a continual basis. And then, of course, much more depth in how to think about that in the book with examples. The phrase startup communities did not exist.
Ultimately, the startup community partnership is a very approachable way to put your community, your city, on the Techstars network, and to have that two-way activation to help founders in your community succeed, but also to make your startup community thrive over time. So today we're going to hear from some of the early adopters, some of the folks that we're working with to do this right now. And Ryan's going to set it up and tell you more about all that.
Why is now the time? Like, why is this the time to go and accomplish this thing?
For me, this is mission driven. For me, this is about fixing some of the things that made me move from my ecosystem where I grew up. I think that Puerto Rico is an inflection point. We're seeing, a lot of intellectual capital and financial capital moving to Puerto Rico from the mainland. So it's almost like this perfect confluence for hyper growth from this moment forward.
So we all have the similar purposes, and I know that Techstars philosophy aligns with that too. Techstars is trying to build a better future for all the children in the world. And why is it good time for Turkey to bring in Techstars to Istanbul? So the Turkish ecosystem has been growing steadily since 2010, and I think we cannot nurture that potential enough.
But starting from zero is so much harder. You build an association here. It's been 4 years running. We start from scratch. Although I had some previous knowledge, it's much better to be in a pack of people. And one of the things that are missing in Portugal is this connection to a global network. So I really think that's the right timing for the ecosystem to receive a community partnership.
It's very much kind of a let 1,000 flowers bloom type mindset. So let's get as many people in the top of the funnel as possible. And that is very much needed. That is certainly what I'm looking forward to doing here in DC with Techstars. So that is certainly why I'm trying to do something new with Techstars.
My passion lies in helping founders succeed, and whether that's investment or mentorship or building, just the right connections. But I think that startups are driving the innovation and economical growth and whatever else not. And I'm, always trying to find ways to contribute to that mission. And now I'm both on a personal and community mission to bring that to Sarajevo and build from there.
Are there any tips? I think this would be a great one. As you all have thought about, where can I find some capital to support this license so I can, make things move?
We are in close discussions with both representatives from the different levels of the governmental bodies that need kind of to accept and adopt this as a positive change for the community. Also to some corporations here that are also very much, I would say, due to some disruption from within, and they could benefit from the corporate innovation that will come through the startups. Also spoke to ex-founders, different VCs in both here locally and region, and it's just formally way how to structure it so it makes sense to both the group here and Techstars and the community itself.
So first we decided with the people in the steering committee not to go to only one group for sponsorship and license fees. So we want to go to diverse communities in the ecosystem, and we went to big enterprises and to government, to VCs, to corporate VCs. Just a group of ecosystem players. We decided to in that way, not get the whole money sponsorship and the license money from one group, but from a group of diverse people and diverse entities in the whole ecosystem. We thought that would benefit the program a little more than taking all the money from one group.